Hello and welcome to my video on QR codes in the classroom. In this video, I'm going to share 3 examples of how you can use QR codes in the classroom. I'm going to share my iPad screen and show you what the students will experience with these activities or examples. And then I'll talk through places where you can create QR codes, direct you to some of my previous videos that show where you can do this, and in my next video I'll give you some other examples or ideas that you can follow through with. So I'm going to start with sharing my iPad screen. And the first activity I'm going to talk through is a maths matching activity. So I've got some QR codes that have been created about different maths problems. And there are some question codes and answer codes. And with this activity, the students will need to scan the question codes, which are the blue ones, try and solve the question themselves using pen and paper, and then scan the QR codes to find the corresponding answer and then stick them together in their book, for example. So what this looks like for the student is, I'm just going to share my content. Okay, share content screen, and I'm going to go into my camera. So you should be able to see my iPad. I'm just going to go into my camera app on my iPad. And this first example, the student will scan the code, read the question, solve the question, and then scan the answer codes and then try and find the matching answer. Okay, so it's just a very simple activity. The next one I'm going to show you is a activity. And how this one works is it uses QR codes to structure a daily 5 routine for literacy rotations in a classroom. And you can see each student will get a code at their corresponding station, and they'll be able to determine what they need to do at that station with that code. So for example, if my student is working on station 1 and it's reading eggs, then instead of or communication post, which is station 5, they just scan the code and they can open that in a web browser and it'll take them directly to the activity or the site. If it's a Seesaw activity, like in this one, you can scan it to take you directly to that specific Seesaw activity for them to respond to. The other example I'm going to show you is the use of QR codes for books as a way of creating listening posts. So I've got a text here, De Glump, and what I can do is I can create a QR code to link to a YouTube video of the song that of De Glump, so the student can listen to it and then connect it to the story. Another great example is connecting to Storytime from Space. So I'm just going to go back into my camera so you can have a look at Storytime from Space. So back in my camera, I've got this text here, Mousetronaut goes to Mars. Now I can connect this to the Storytime from Space program using the link, again, the QR code, and the student opens this in their browser and they can actually watch astronaut Paul Kelly
Welcome to Storytime from Space, a project
on the
of the
International
Global Space Education Foundation.
So just a couple of
Learn how you can support
fun
this exciting
and
project.
Activities that you can do in your classroom with your students using QR codes. I will share some other examples in some future videos. Thanks for watching.